Welcome to the party.
You there? I want to be able to hear you mention you. Isn't that fun?
He says hi. You can turn it on your phone. You'll be able to hear
No,
it.
but you go through your remote. Put them on your remote.
I'll put it on my phone and turn it up.
This bullshit. Put it on my phone and turn it up. See, it's a delay. This is bullshit.
Alright, so here, edit uniforms. What are we gonna do? Current home. No way. Yeah.
Turn it off. It's delayed.
Welcome to Kid Brewer Stadium, home to the Giant Killers, the Appalachian State Mountaineers. And Boone, North Carolina has really been excited for this matchup.
My
that we
team
have
sucks,
in
so
store.
don't worry about it.
Today, we have one of those games that tests your focus. Top 25 team against an unranked opponent. Can you take care of business? As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Arkansas State Red Wolves, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Appalachian State Mountaineers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Bruce Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Red Wolves will kick it away to start us off. He's going to bring it out from deep. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback.
It seems slow.
A first down for the offense. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. To the air on first down. Going for a big play right off the bat. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. Touchdown, App State. That is the ultimate grab and go for the score.
Well, they wanted to be aggressive in the passing game, and they didn't waste a lot of time. They take a shot vertically down the field to their star player. He makes the play, and he makes the defense pay.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. If only it were always
Yeah.
easy for the
Yes,
offensive
you are.
coordinator. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that.
Probably.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And the returner will be brought down. Looking for a productive play on first down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. All the way out to the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 15.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
They'll give it to him again. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Makes the catch. It's Harris. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
He can't hear you. He can't hear you.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
Yeah, and this has been a struggle for this offense, protecting their quarterback. It's priorities, mission number one, right? Every single game you go into last week, I think a lot of reason they lost.
I'm loving it.
Sacks and hits on their quarterback.
Slips through the line. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can.
It's usually me that gets them. They get all kinds of pissed.
Regains possession and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
Leaves it with the running back. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it.
That's what you think it
These
was.
RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind
Chuck's
of games
favorite arena
all
football
game
play
long.
right
You
here.
keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO game.
And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down.
And these halfbacks, man, they're wide receivers now. They do so much work in practice now with the wide receiver group, and you can see it there. Sells like he's going outside, sticks his foot in the ground, angles to the middle of the field. Quarterback finds him for the first down.
Motion from the offense. Give to the running back. They'll give him one to the 28-yard line. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking downfield. It's Sheriff.
Goodbye.
Safe completion on the screen. Got some room, entered to the goal line.
Say it with me, Rob. When in doubt.
Reeled it in and just made the house call.
This is a running back that can hurt you, not just getting handoffs, but they use him in the passing game as well. They called the screen at the absolute perfect time, and it ends up being a touchdown.
Lining up to
No.
add another. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the
Five
score
plays.
comes on a touchdown pass covering 28 yards. The kickoff team on the field
Better than one
as
play.
they'll send this one away. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Arkansas State ready to go back to work on offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling.
Get out.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
I thought you were going to get rid of it.
Passes take a little bit longer to develop, right? Because you still have the fake, and then the quarterback turns it back to the defense, has to reset. You got to protect him a little bit better than that, or the fake's got to be a lot better.
They need something that goes forward this time on 2nd and long from the 14. Trying play action. And the ball comes out. What a
Ah, no.
play.
Oh, no. How? 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 How did your fat ass land on that side of the line?
Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. He's looking downfield to throw. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
And the Red Wolves will call on their punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out.
Damn.
He gets it away from his own end zone. He'll haul it in right around the logo. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. They've jumped on them, executing at a high level and up 14-0, David.
This is the exact start you wanted. I mean, offense is playing great. Defense has gotten stuck.
He's got it, and he will score. Touchdown, Appalachian State. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
You can't quit.
The
You
kick
can't.
is up and good and put one more on the lead. That drive
I know you will.
taxing on the playbook.
I'm going to make you earn it, too.
End zone just like that. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it back looking for help.
You haven't played since
Nice job by the kickoff
those
team.
other ones
Everybody
advanced?
stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16.
No bueno.
Arkansas State has it ready to go to work on offense. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point, Dave.
Yeah, nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now. Chip into this lead. Try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
They came out humming on this drive, and now it's first down from the 36. He's looking to throw it. Pocket starts to collapse. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
And there's an example of what
I don't know what you did, but it didn't work.
Doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
On second down, just keeps firing. This time it's complete. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Quarterback on the move, still looking.
Thank you.
Throw it toward the end zone, picked off right at the goal line. Got some room to run.
Get out of my way! Get out of my way!
Capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
So Josh watching?
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Complete to start this drive. Turns it on in midfield. And they don't drag
you knew it was
down
coming
until he
at
gets
some
all
point.
the way to the 46-yard line.
And a big key on that throw to the slot receiver, guys, is putting the ball out in front. The location of the throw is what helped that guy get extra yards after the catch.
They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Pre-snap motion quarterback trying to get a read. Power football with the run. And he's brought down after a nice gain. As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the first. Let's see what happens next.
To throw, it's Sheriff. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. Touchdown, App State. And they take it in.
That was
for
close.
6 more points.
That was close.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Maryland is in trouble right now, and unless something changes, this is the type of day that can crush morale. They're trailing.
I mean, you weren't going to get too much further, but you were going to get further.
Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get the first down. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. They'll start this one from the 29 on 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. He'll fire to his right. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot. It is a valuable tool to have a quarterback that can extend a play like that. But sometimes you're smart to be check down Charlie and just take something easy and not invite disaster.
Because when you roll out, you're cutting the field in half, right? The defense starts to run from one side to where you're rolling out to. The field kind of shrinks and it kind of becomes a little bit of backyard ball. And you could tell he forced that one in there. Didn't get the interception, thank goodness, but it wasn't a great decision.
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there.
How great is it to have a running back who can basically run your entire route tree? You don't see a lot of guys line up and then run vertically down the field, get open, and make a big play. This dude is special.
The Red Wolves come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Ball in the air, and
I did. I followed him.
And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Not only a great play, but tremendous discipline by this sophomore to make the pick. Appalachian State.
I figured you'd go for the home run guy.
Mountaineer offense headed to the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller
And
he's running
in the open. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down.
You hit a stump.
Now they've got it at the 44 on 1st and 10. To the air. It's Sheriff. Looking to the big tight end. And it's
I'll somehow be able to drop it over top of you.
Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
And I love taking deep shots. I think it makes cornerbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you could tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll come out throwing on first down. A shot toward the end zone. Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage.
And that's the advantage right there of
I'm
having
guessing
your
Stick
dime
probably ran that
personnel on
play.
the field. You've got an extra DB. You've got an extra guy out there who's really good at covering. So for quarterbacks, you've got to be so good and precise with these passes because they've got speed in the back end. They're able to come away with the pick.
Got his man on the right. They stop him just a length or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. He wants to throw here on second down. Fires to the big fella. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half. DBs will try to keep everything in front. Going up top on first down. Quickly complete.
Holy freaking lag.
And they'll finally get him down after a terrific
Did it lag on your end?
pickup.
Nice job by the running back.
Oh my
catching the
God, dude.
football
My
and
game literally just like
understanding
paused.
where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
The give to the back. At the 35, he's loose.
No.
He works his way
No.
inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Well, right away after picking up a first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run, physical.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. That's going to wrap up the first half here. And now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Mountaineers will kick it away to start the second half.
Boom.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, we'll see if this Red Wolves offense can get moving. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it, and I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
Using his legs.
I missed you.
And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way. At least create
His name
a
is
hole so
awesome.
the running back has a chance. Not there. He didn't have it.
Ooh.
They'll go to the ground. He's knocked down. In the
Come here, boy.
backfield. He'll lose a couple.
I love when you break out the hit stick. When you come and that guy gets struck and he goes backwards, that's how you bring it.
She's trying
This
to
guy's
distract me
seriously
from
not
you.
going to go for it this close to his own end zone. I mean, he does have a punter, doesn't he? On 4th down, looking to pass. And it's picked off for the
You
3rd
threw it right at me.
time
Thank you.
today. Touchdown, Mountaineers. How about that D coming up with a play like that? Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
Oh, shit.
Oh, do you just hate to see it? Blew the extra point.
I screwed that up.
They're lining up to kick it off after the Big Six, and that defense will come out feeling it.
I didn't beat you this bad the first time we played, did I?
On the run from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Arkansas State ready to go back to work on offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
That one route needs to be deeper than the other one.
They're going to jump
Stack
routes.
two
They're gonna
receivers
play
up,
aggressive.
side
You
by
gotta
side.
take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. He'll pull it down. He'll be stopped at the 27, but it's a 15-yard gain.
He's got such good awareness.
no
in the pocket.
intentions
He
to
does a
throw
good
that- to
job
throw
of
that ball.
feeling the rush, and you know it's a pass, and you want to keep your eyes downfield, but he sees an opening, and if he sees an opening, he's got the ability to go get it and get a first down.
Scrambling away.
I was hoping you were going to throw it back across your body like a dum-dum.
He is a menace rushing the passer. Career sack number 20.
Not long.
Some people just
Not
have
long
a knack
enough.
for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to get to it. That's caught. It's Stein. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down. Despite failing earlier on 4th down, they will try again here. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Coming after him. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on down.
He had nowhere to go with the football. 4th down, you know he wants to make a play. I'd like him to throw it up, to be honest. Try to give somebody an opportunity to make a play. Who cares about throwing a pick? It's 4th down anyways, but couldn't find anybody to get the ball off. Defense surrounds him, gets him to the ground with the sack.
They'll throw it on 1st down. Pressure coming. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
They'll run behind the big guys on the right. Got enough space. Touchdown, Mountaineers. And the punishment has been extended.
Thank you,
This guy
Stan.
just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field. And
No,
go
because I
score.
screwed up on my extra point.
He's been really good
That's
for his
why.
offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
Looking to throw at Sheriff.
Oh, come on!
Quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, there was a golden opportunity for the offense to come away with 2 points there, but he dropped it in the end zone. That's a catch you have to make.
Yeah.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
He still shouldn't have dropped it. Damn, punk.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Arkansas State has it ready to go to work on offense. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive
Come here,
play,
boy.
be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
Instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Uh-huh.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score at State 40, Arkansas State 0.
They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He's
Safety!
gonna go down, and he's in his own
I got my
end
2
zone.
points.
It's going to be a safety.
And that kind of sums up the day for this offense. I mean, nothing has really gone your way. Now you give up the safety. Tell you what, this team's got a lot of work to do over this next week to get better, to improve. This was a bad day.
He'll be stopped, but good work there to get the ball out to the 37.
Mountaineers will take over 1st and 10.
The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. The give and tick, 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 tick.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Quick pass on the fly motion.
Oh, I juiced
The
right into you.
defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Loss of 2. 3rd down coming up.
I juiced right into you. Like an idiot.
Timeout, Arkansas State.
3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Wide out in motion. Here's the handoff. At midfield, he's got room. The expressway is wide open.
Wide
And they
open.
explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
And how about the 3rd down run play?
He's slow as
And
shit.
this is an offense that they can do a lot of
Garbage.
different things, so they make you guard the whole field, but you might want to start with that running back, and he makes the big play.
A shot toward the end
Teddy.
zone. Touchdown, App State. And the stomping has commenced. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start. And the extra point
Not
will
yet.
tack another one onto this lead. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Arkansas State 0.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Guys, we'll see if this Red Wolves offense can get moving. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency there.
Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. And he's wrapped up after
From the
a
bench.
solid return on the pick.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the fourth quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job.
Deep shot for the end zone. And he makes the grab, but can't get the foot down in the field of play. Almost had 6 there.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Looking to throw, it's Sheriff. This time on target. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Another.
They'll try to tack one more on their score.
Nope.
And with the extra point, the lead
I got
is even bigger.
a lot of
And
visits
let's check
this
in
game.
with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Tennessee is delivering an offensive masterpiece so far. It feels like they've been singing Rocky Top all day. They're up by 22 over the Royals. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Arkansas State ready to go back to work on offense. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative. Whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. The give to the tailback. This offense has a 2nd down play.
Yeah, Vaughn Stick said, damn. Said you're taking those early lumps.
After the run, now to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Stein.
Ah!
After he makes the catch.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Movement here from the tight end. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He saw just enough daylight to move the sticks and get it done with his legs.
Man, how tough is this guy to defend? He drops back, everything tells you pass, and then he scrambles and gets the 1st down. Just so hard to defend.
From the gun, running back gets the give.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've got, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Extending the play. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the first down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
On the run, still looking. Blasted as he lets it go. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. And here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. They're trying to get to it. Reacted well to the tip, but just couldn't squeeze
He would if he touched it.
ball. Instead of the turnover, it'll be third down.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
And that is his fifth interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business. First and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take a shot here. Looking to move it through the air. A little screen to the running back. Quick step and go. They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit them for a first down and much more. Really good execution by this offense. A new set of downs after the completion. Touch pass on the run. He's off to the races. And
No holding.
finally out
Home
of
field
bounds
advantage.
After an explosive run by this ball carrier.
I love this type of play because it looks like a jet sweep. The defense, they're a bit confused pre-snap. They don't know who has the ball, and all of a sudden, that guy with his speed is in the second level of the defense before the defense even knows what happened.
Looking for a man. It's Sheriff. Unloads to the wideout. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but like, let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know a lot's went wrong, but like, let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
They get the timeout called. 11 seconds remaining to play. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. They'll run it from the gun. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down. They'll use
Good
the
game.
timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. And after this play, the cake will be baked.
I did. I told you my team sucks.
Running back searching for a hole.
Let me score. God damn it. Damn it.
What a run there.
Yeah, good game, bro.
Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence from that.
And you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it. And then you look up at the end of the season, you never know where you could be, what dreams you could bring to reality.
At the end of the day, I think good teams find ways to win games. And over these last 2 games, it hasn't always been easy. They've had to overcome some adversity, but at the end of the day, they were able to step up, make the plays necessary, and do that. Very, very impressive.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
I seriously got some to miss out of this game. Oh man, Matt and Stick still gotta play. Damn.